Hey guys, welcome to another episode of F1 2020. We are in Spain, we are on the wheel, and the car is in great form, as are we. Our previous results, if you haven't seen any of the earlier videos, 7th in the opening day with fastest lap, then 2 back-to-back 4th places, followed by back-to-back podiums in China and the Netherlands. 3rd and 2nd. Don't think we'll be seeing a first even here with me being on the wheel, but you never know. Now, I will drop the difficulty down to 95 because we're on the wheel, of course, so we'll confirm that. But I don't know what to expect here. The engine I'm going to change out after practice. Everything else can continue on. I might change the turbo as well, actually. I'm not sure yet. But everything else can carry on. The car on paper is the best car. We have the best chassis, we have the best aero, and the second best engine. So we should be finishing well inside the points, even on the wheel. But we'll have to wait and see. We haven't been able to get close to Valtteri Bottas the whole time, despite having the best car. And we had the best car for the Netherlands as well, and only just were able to get that second place. So Charles Leclerc and Valtteri Bottas are very, very quick. When we do 100% difficulty, or not 100% because it's up to 110, but when we do 100 difficulty on the controller, it's very, very hard. So we're going to try and get it done on the wheel instead. It is to be a mixed race. We start in the dry, we end in the rain. And being on the wheel, that's not necessarily ordinarily that good for me, but we'll wait and see how things go. We'll wait and see how things go. I'm going to jump into practice, put a setup on the car and try and get some resource points so we can further improve the car. Do drop the video a like if you enjoy, of course. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any further content. Need to pop my gloves on as well so we can get cracking. And I'll see you guys on YouTube, at least, in a moment once we've finished practice. God, the car is so planted. I can't tell you how much of a joy it is to drive this car right now. It's just so planted. It's like a completely different beast to so many of the races before. Hey, Sin. Hope your workday went well, my man. Thanks for following, JSE Graham. What? Look at my tyre life. Tyre life compared to the rest of the, or where it's supposed to be, is supposedly really good. 465 and 550 resource points. Quali pace we failed, but only by a couple of tenths. I'm really happy with that session. I'm going to retire from session, take those resource points and see what we can do to the car. Can't remember where. Oh, was it weight reduction? It was, wasn't it? Oh wait. Whoa, that's a massive boost. That's a massive boost to the chassis. Look at that weight reduction. Jesus. Powertrain rise, we're still getting a bit of a boost power-wise. Aero-wise, it's all about drag at the minute, although in these big aero upgrades. I'm going to go for the weight reduction because that's where I struggle at the minute. I struggle at the minute with the weight reduction with a heavy car on heavy fuel. So the lighter the car is, the better it's going to handle. Right, let me put those fresh bits in. We are going to end up putting in a lap that's slightly faster, but only slightly. I'm currently 13th. Not sure I'm going to get through there, you know. We end up qualifying in 14th place from Q1, so we are into Q2, but getting into Q3 is looking like it's going to be really difficult. Very difficult. How they're pulling in 1:15.3s. Wow. The AI are super quick. The car feels good, or it did in practice. In quali, it doesn't feel as good as it did in practice, weirdly. And also, the AI are so quick. Again, we hope to be good in race trim, but oof. Okay, we might be able to just put in. A one. Oh, it's not quite going to be a. It is just a 1:15, but where is 1:15.9 good enough for? We're through to Q3 with a 1:15.9. We qualify 10th. by 22 milliseconds ahead of Sergio Perez. By 22 milliseconds. That was close. And Max in the Ferrari tried something strategy-wise and has failed. Max Verstappen in the Ferrari tried to qualify on mediums, will fail to get through. Had he gone on softs, we wouldn't have gotten through. We'd have been 11th. But I don't think I'm going to be finishing any higher than P10 in Q3. But we'll take it. We'll take it. Through to Q3, but by the narrowest of margins. Oh, 1:15.8. A 1:15.8. That's the best lap we've done all weekend so far, and it's good enough for a P8 start. P8. We will start P8. It's the best lap I've done so far this weekend. 3 tenths behind my teammate. 3 tenths behind my teammate. The aero on the Red Bulls is really paying dividends here, isn't it? That was a tough quali session. That was a really tough quali session, but I'm happy with that. Happy with that lap.
Have your take on it.
Okay, Claire.
Your teammate beat you today. Was it a setup issue or something else?
Esteban just drove well.
How will not making Q3 affect your strategy tomorrow?
I just did Q3, Claire. Okay. Throws a spanner in the works. We'll go for points. Thank you for the bits.
How do you feel this season is going for you? Is the car competitive?
This team's really gelling. I think it's going to be a great season.
Great. Well, that's
I mean,
everything.
The car has been a world apart from last year. The way Ferrari have gone backwards in real life is we've done the flip of that and moved forwards like that. Alex is still not going to beat me in this rivalry. We will win this rivalry against Alexander Albon. The team are getting close to level 16 now. We need to be level 20 to get an extra sponsor, so that's not going to happen for a little while. What could we do race strategy-wise? Because we don't know when the rain's going to come. I'm going to have to start on the softs that I qualified in Q2 with. So we will have to go soft something. But we don't know how quickly the rain is going to get here. So I could go soft. But I don't know if soft is actually going to be the quickest way to get to the end. Because if I have to go soft, and then pit again...
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Yeah, see, it recommends that I go soft, medium. I don't know if soft rain would work. It might do, but it might not. We'll go soft medium, and then if the rain looks like it's going to come quicker than 10 minutes or so, then we'll pit for another set of softs. But I'm going to go soft medium. It's the safer call and arguably the right call as well. Right, we know what our race strategy is. We're going for it. Starting from P8, teammate right in front of me, but the rain is not going to be far away. It's not the best start, but it's not the worst. Oh my god, look at the speed of the racing point. I'm holding it around the outside. We've lost the place to Danny Kvyat. And in P10, we've lost 2 places actually. One to Stroll and one to Kvyat. I've got a car on my inside. That's the Alfa Romeo of Russell on mediums.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
See what we can do in this Grand Prix from... Well, I mean, we're starting in a points-paying position, so I'd like to think we can get points, but in the rain, I've no idea how I'm going to do. We do not have good experience in the wet with the wheel so far. Don't have much experience, and the experience I do have is poor. Now, annoyingly, Kvyat is going to be on... actually, I think Kvyat was on... I think Kvyat did make it through to Q3, didn't he? I can't remember, actually. I'm going to see, out of curiosity, what everyone else is doing strategy-wise. So everybody, looks like everybody outside the top 10, everybody outside the top 10, apart from Kevin Magnussen, has started on the mediums, presumably to go all the way till the rain. So I still don't know whether that's what's going to be the right call.
Looks like rain is inbound, and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Rain in 5 minutes? It wasn't supposed to arrive until halfway through the race. Oh god, these glasses of destiny are going all over my face, aren't they? Thank you for all the follows. Read this out in a minute. Let me just concentrate on catching up Danny Kvyat. We should be alright once DRS is enabled, but I do want to ensure that I'm close enough behind him to get it when it is. Okay, so if I have to pit, I am going to go to softs. If we get to the first stop and it hasn't started raining yet, I am going to pit for softs. It just seems like the right thing to do considering how close the rain is, but hopefully we won't get as far as the pit stop. It's out of DRS range of sights in front, so we are going to be really close to him down the straights, but I need a better exit out of the final turn if I'm to get past him down that straight. He is certainly holding me up here, though. Excuse me, Mr. Kvyat. Raindrops. As we try and squeeze Danny out on the right-hand side, we're getting raindrops on the screen. Leaving racing room. I should have the inside line for the chicane, though. Okay, rain is here already. Rain is here already. Right. We've lost 5 seconds to science now. 5 seconds to science. Okay, so the rain isn't going to get heavy enough yet to warrant... Rain isn't going to get heavy enough yet to warrant pitting. So I am going to pit... I'm going to pit slightly earlier and go to mediums and go long. I'm not going to pit next lap. Next lap seems a bit too early. And he's going for it. Hold my line. Keep my position, but we're losing so much time to those in front. Loads of time to those in front. Battling with Danny Kvyat, but it's not more. There's not much else I can do. So if Danny gets past me, I'm just going to get swallowed by the next car. Stroll's in the pits. Stroller's pit. It's definitely not wet weather tyres yet. But Lance Stroll is in the pits.
We've got a lot of spare energy. This light rain is going to be with us for a while now. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Okay, so this rain isn't going to get any heavier. Going to mediums does seem like the right play for the time being. Until the rain gets heavier. And these tyres aren't going well for me right now. We probably would have been better off qualifying in 11th, starting on mediums like everybody else behind us and going longer, because at the minute those of us that were in the top 10 are going to have to pit for softs, or sorry, pit for more dries and end up behind all of these other medium runners. And then be effectively a pit stop ahead of us. Leclerc's in the pits now, as is a number of others. They'll be going to the medium tyre, which they are.
Leclerc is light rain. Will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe.
20 minutes, yeah. We're gonna go to.
Seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
We're going to go to mediums next stop. Pitting for medium tyres then. Pitting for medium tyres. I imagine everybody else has done the same. Yeah, everybody else has done the same. So those that started on mediums are going to get such a good run now, because you would imagine that they won't have to stop again before it rains. Or stop at all before it rains. Thanks for the follow, Desperate Rocco. United have announced Donny van der Beek, have they? It was only a matter of time, wasn't it? Alright, pitting them for medium tyres to put us a long way down the field, but we don't really have another option. 3.9 second stop, that's really slow.
Only one stop to go. 1 stop left.
3.9 second stop was really slow. And there's Danny Kvyat. I've got a Ferrari right next to me as well. My plan at the minute is just to follow Danny Kvyat through the traffic.
This rain is going to keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes at least.
But after Nick de Vries, there actually isn't any traffic for a little while to the racing points. Kvyat's past de Vries. I'm no good in the wet on the wheel.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Copy.
Hitting for inters. We're going in for wet tyres this lap. And I don't imagine we'll see dry running again for the rest of the Grand Prix. It was supposedly going to rain for the whole race. I could have put softs on, but when I did that last pit stop, but it doesn't look like it would have made too much difference. What would have been good if I'd have known that we were going to pit on lap 16, I'd have held out on those previous softs for an extra couple of laps. Never mind. What can you do? So on lap 16, because everybody behind us at the start had mediums on, they've all just jumped everybody because they have basically had one pit stop less. I don't know why my pit crew are so slow. Pit crew have been really slow today. But the weather has killed us. Romain Grosjean has retired in a racing point. Sorry, Romain Grosjean's retired. He's just pulled off to the side of the track there.
Faster engine mode, please. We're 2 laps over target on fuel.
I think the AI are pitting it again for either full wets or another set of inters, and I think it might be full wets. Change back to softs. Thanks for the follow. Oh, Fiznik. Yeah, everybody's going over to full wets now.
Go now.
My pit crew are so slow today.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
So slow today. And now that gap that we had close down to about a second to Verstappen and de Vries is gone back up, and Verstappen has taken de Vries in the pit stops. Max Verstappen has passed Nick de Vries in the pit stops. And Verstappen's gone to inters again. He has, you're right. I had nothing on those inters though. Teammates in the pits again. Don't tell me they've gone to full wets and are then going to go back to inters. Or did they pit for inters and are now going to pitting for full wets? Keep an eye on Verstappen. If Verstappen pits again for a set of full wets, then the AI with some drivers have made a mistake. And Verstappen is in the pits again.
Use your overtake button.
Those that pit for another set of inters have gone in again for a set of wets, and we are going to gain some time here. We are going to gain some time and some positions. Finally, a little bit of luck in this Grand Prix. We're up to P16 and we're closing quite considerably on Nick De Vries on these full wets.
They're struggling with low fuel.
Okay, De Vries apparently struggling for fuel now. I mean, we've got plenty of fuel. I genuinely don't think it is going to dry up between now and the end of the Grand Prix. But if it does, we will be fast. Thanks for the subscription, Thomas. Appreciate that very much indeed, my man. Your second month. Hello, Lance. How are you, mate? Lance Stroll has called us up super fucking fast. We might have scored a podium if it had been a dry bloody Grand Prix. I'm not going to get any points at all because it's wet. I think from this point forward, I might just not use the wheel in the wet. Although I need the experience, so I'm torn. Half me is like, no, keep going in the wet and get the experience and improve on the wheel. And then half of me is like, fuck that shit. Just drive in the dry on the wheel and use the controller in the wet. I see a little bit of blue sky, please. Give me just like 10 laps of dry weather. Just 10 laps. Yellow flag behind somewhere.
Yellow flag.
Oh, De Vries is stopping. No, Nick. De Vries has got an issue and is retiring. Oh, he's defended so well. Nick De Vries has had such a good defensive effort. But his Grand Prix is going to come to a close. Oh, that's harsh. That's really harsh on him. Danny's going to get me here. I'm going to go defensive. But I think Kvyat's going to get me here. No, he's not. He's not been able to do it. Not got the straight line speed. Now Lance Stroll will just disappear off into the distance. And it shows you how slow I am in the wet. That when we came out of the pits, the gap to Carlos Sainz was 6 seconds. It's now 32. We qualified ahead of Carlos Sainz. I'm pretty sure. Nobody's pit yet. We'll see what Stroll and Bottas do. They're continuing on. They're continuing on, but I'm going to box. It's a hell of a risk, but like we say, we've got nothing to lose, so why the hell not? Why the hell not? Oh, these should be, even though it says used, they should be a brand new set of soft tyres. Well, now you do 1.9 second stop. Cheers, lads. Oh, they are worn. God, that's annoying. I should have had a fresh set.
Blue flag.
Yeah, everyone else is in the pits now. Blue flag behind, but oh, it's for job, not for Giovinazzi. It's for Latifi, I think. Or George, no, it'd be George Russell, wouldn't it?
Esteban's in for his stop.
Yeah. Here we go. Game time. Okay, still not quite grippy enough to take that corner like that. Thanks for following, Marshall. Watch me pull away from that car behind now like crazy. Gap to Verstappen 18. They're all in the pits though. Really? They're all out of the pits so much quicker than I... Oh no, I was looking at the other group.
The gap behind us is
There's Stroll.
6.7 seconds.
There's Stroll. He's come out on inters, what? Stroll has pit for another set inters, the AI have messed up. The AI have messed up. He's come out on another set of intermediate tyres. What is he doing? Albon 2 and Sainz ahead. Close this gap, says.
We are now in P15.
They're going to have to pit again. The AI has just had a buggy glitch here. And they're all going to pit again.
Esteban is in the pits.
I can't believe it. It is hammer time. Even Bottas pit for another set of inters. What are they on? We're going to unlap ourselves here. Going to unlap ourselves, give ourselves an extra lap to try and catch those in front.
Gap ahead is 17.7.
And there's Sainz. Hello, Carlos. Bye-bye, Carlos. Thank you for P14, Carlos. See you fucking later, Carlos. Right, Albon and Leclerc in front. Typically, it's Albon and Leclerc and not like a Haas and a Alfa Romeo. Of course, it's a Ferrari and a Red Bull.
The car behind has come in.
Right, back into dry weather tyre mode. Mentally. 1:17.6.
Final lap of the race.
Last lap. Oh man. What could have been? Antoine Hubert wins the Spanish Grand Prix. Antoine Hubert. Congratulations, Mr. Hubert. That I love. I love that. The mistake by Bottas to pit for Inters to then have to pit for Inters again has cost him the race victory, and Antoine Hubert gets a race win in Formula 1 for Renault, as it should have been.
Our gap to the car in front is 6.1 seconds.
Oh, mate. That's phenomenal. You guys are enjoying that as much as I am. And as much as I'm sure he would have. Such a shame that still racing is such a dangerous sport that lives are lost. It's a P14 for us.
At the end of the race, we'll see you in Parc Ferme.
It could have been good points if it were a dry race for the entirety of it. But driver of the day, Antoine Hubert. Winner, Antoine Hubert. And we'll wait and see who finished where elsewhere. Esteban Ocon, I think, was 11th. Oh, that's unreal. Hubert first, Sergio Perez second, and Bottas's mistake leaves him third, but still ahead of all of his championship rivals, so he does extend his lead at the top of the championship. Hubert on the top spot for Renault is brilliant, though. I love that.
So, let's review the driver's stats.
So,
more points for Valtteri Bottas.
Hamilton's fastest lap was 1:16.5. Wow.
Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say
Our
is
fastest
a
lap was
contender
so
for
much
driver
quicker
of
than
the day?
everybody above, other than the Red Bulls and the Mercedes. Ocon beat me by half a second fastest lap wise, but look how much faster we were than everybody else. This lot here, Latifi, Norris, Gasly.
Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula 1 action soon.
And I was carrying so much extra fuel as well. So we could have gone even faster if we'd have had the opportunity to. We surely would have won some good points today, but it wasn't to be. A P14 for us, a P11 for Esteban. So for the first time this season, and for the first time for a few races in a row, no points at all for Chesnoid Racing.
How do you feel the weather affected the outcome today?
It absolutely changed things.
What was your teammate's secret to success today?
Not sure.
So talk us through what happened between you and your rival today.
We won the rivalry against
You
Albon,
left a
though.
lot of paint on the walls today. Were you struggling for grip, or did you just misjudge some?
Didn't misjudge any corners, thank you. I might have done some.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Messi to Chesnoid Racing, maybe. Definitely was an unusual top 10. Thank you for the follow, Bears Den. 1,414 bits from Martin. Thank you, my man. We win the rivalry against Alexander Albon. Ba-boom. We'll take that, despite him beating me on that particular race weekend. Thank you for the follow as well, Nitin. Shokeen, welcome to the channel, mate. Didn't get the fastest lap in any session, but we still get 750,000 points. Points? $750,000. I think I might win the World Championship if I got 750,000 points.
I think we've got room for some more investment.
No, I don't want to invest yet. I'm saving for Ocon's contract, which will end soon, I imagine. 56 days. We've only got just over a month. Am I... Oh no, I need to be level 15 still. So, we'll put these bits back in for practice at the next Grand Prix. We'll be able to get a new gearbox for the next Grand Prix as well. But we shall train a bit. Sim training, aero team, sponsor. We've got 8 days to fill. I think I'll do that, and then we'll do sim training. Simulator training. Yeah, simulator training for Esteban Ocon. So, oh, tyre blankets didn't pass. So annoying. Crankshaft has passed though, so we will have some extra power for the Monaco Grand Prix.
In a rivalry, sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival. Think carefully who you select. While you will receive acclaim for beating them, you'll lose acclaim if you fail to do so.
So we still have the... Oh, so annoyed that failed. So annoyed that failed. We have enough to do it again. It will be ready for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. That's annoying. Never mind, it's Monaco next, so probably going to get 2 dud results back to back, unfortunately, but we still have the best chassis, we still have the best aero, and we still have the second best engine. So, thank you for the donation, I'll read that in a moment. With the controller tomorrow at Monaco, we might have a half-decent result. We might have a half-decent result. Thank you very much for the donor, let me read that quickly. £14 from Guy. That's right, now say my name. Thank you very much, Guy, for the dono. £14 for 14th place. I should finish last every race, shouldn't I? Maximise my financial income. Thank you very much, guys, for the support today. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. A dry race in Monaco, though, thankfully. Has anybody else made any improvements? Let's have a look at the progress history. Wow, look at Renault. Renault, with that victory, have moved themselves up above Alfa Romeo, Alfa Tauri, and McLaren. Williams still a long way behind, but we still have on paper the best car. And at Monaco on the controller, which actually I need to adjust the difficulty back up to 100. At Monaco on the controller, we will be more competitive, and we should, I hope, stand the chance of getting a decent result at Monaco for the first time in forever. Thank you for the 19 bits as well, Sin. Where were they? Oh, for Antoine, yes. Thank you, my man. Can we just pretend Monaco doesn't exist and move on? You guys like watching me crash around Monaco. Don't deny it. Thank you for the follow, Foxy. Right, that's going to bring this YouTube video to a close, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel too if you haven't already, so don't miss out on any more of this series or FIFA content. 21 coming very soon, if not already with you by the time you see this. Link in the description to my Twitch if you want to watch these live, and to my Twitter too. But for the YouTube video, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.